Happy Friday, drummers. Coming on for an after school chat here. And it's Friday afternoon in Scotland, and I usually finish around lunchtime teaching at one of my private schools at Strathallan on a Friday. So I'm there on Thursdays and Fridays, and I'm at my other school, Ardrec, 2 other days of the week. Ardrec is just up the hill, just local in Crieff, and it's all like from nursery up to pre-prep, like around 12 or 13 years old, and Strathallan is more right from all ages, right up to senior school. Anyway, it's yeah, I just wanted to jump on because some of my favorite times of the day at, say, the summer camps when I teach the Gaelic College is when we finish last class. It's somehow the schedule usually works out that it's the advanced class. We end up just sitting in my drum room and just really connecting and swapping drums around and trying each other's drums and tippers and just having really great conversation. That sometimes I kind of feel like I wish somebody was recording it because the insights and kind of probably the freedom. If it was recorded, probably people probably wouldn't feel as free to speak, but it's really quite helpful. So sometimes I'll jump on with my keepers of the rhythm students, my more advanced students in my course, and I call it after school chat, all the tidbits and answering a bunch of questions that we don't get to necessarily always answer inside the classes. And so I thought I would just jump on for a little convo with you and just share a little in behind the scenes of what my kind of week is and what drumming for a living kind of looks like. So throughout the week, I could be teaching anything from drum kit to pipe band snare drumming to bass drumming to tenor to the board, of course. So at Strathallan, I'm teaching primarily snare drumming all the time, and it's quite nice to just teach the same instrument versus every second lesson, like changing. And so, no, I just absolutely love still teaching one-on-one privately like this because it keeps me on. It keeps all of my senses really highly attuned to figuring out what helps the person in front of me learn better. And I have more of an appreciation than ever before that we all learn differently. And I get really juiced out of figuring out what helps people. So that helps me translate that to video. So when people go through my Born Expert Platinum Level 1 course or my Keepers of the Rhythm levels 2, 3, and 4 courses, I think they're surprised that I know intuitively where they are, what they're thinking, what they're about to do. I can predict it as if I opened a book and said, this is what you're going to do next, because I get to keep my teaching mind fresh. And I love teaching. I'm not doing it because it's a job to have. I do it because I love it. I actually recently just got offered another private school, and I turned that down because I also am very cautious not to burn myself out, because musicians, teachers, we can burn ourselves out. So it was probably, I felt really proud of myself for saying no, because I am a recovering people pleaser. So it felt very strong. It felt very good to make that decision for myself. So anyway, I wanted to jump on because I'm also inside a new 12-month mentorship with an incredible mentor. And I just know I'm going to be popping on here all the time, sharing like little tidbits of, it's a lot of mindset stuff. I love my self-development stuff, but this, like, I eat, sleep, and breathe this. When I'm not drumming, I am constantly learning and applying what I'm learning to my life. And I'm always trying to up level myself. And that's what I'm always trying to help my students do. And see it from a different perspective. So today, I feel like a broken record in front of my students, trying to get them to practice from week to week, because what I've discovered, that no matter what age you are, whether you're 12 or 62, I find the most common link that between all of those ages is time. I don't have time to practice. And time really is it's just this mindset of, we all have the same amount of time in the day. So how is it that some people get done and some people don't, right? And we can use it as busy time. What I mean is, like, we can say, oh, I'm too busy, I'm too busy. So what I've learned is that whatever you schedule will get done, right? So one of the things that I do daily is I wake early. Usually, I mean, right now, because it's still only getting light after 6, I'm waking around 6. Got to get my coffee. I need a little bit of wake up time. Then I do my gratitude journaling, some scripting, some meditation, and things like that before I go to work. And I'm finding I almost don't even have enough time to do everything I want to do. So I can see me starting to get up earlier and earlier, because that sets my vibration for, like, really high. And ever since I started doing that, I've noticed that also what I do, so I forgot to say, is I set intentions for the day. It could be one intention, it could be 3 intentions. But whenever I set my intention to leave an impression of increase with my students, meaning it was Bob Proctor's son, Brian, he was telling a story recently about his dad always taught him from a very young age to pretend that every single person that he met had the letters make me feel important. So it's make me feel important. Yeah, MMFI written on their forehead, right? Make me feel important. And so when I sit in front of my students one-on-one, I imagine them not just from a teacher point of view, but at being a mother, I'm thinking, how would I want someone to speak to my son and make them feel when they left their music lesson? So I have seen like immediate results. Like yesterday, I had 9 one-on-one lessons back to back. Every single one of them, I don't know who felt better, the student or me, but we were buzzing. We were leaving there just like really high vibration. And so I know for a fact that when you set an intention before you do something, before you go into your individual practice, you say, I am going to practice XYZ. I think what happens is we try to cram too much in one, it's, for example, when I get students playing something as simple as paradiddles, right? They want to play maybe a couple of bars of them, then they think they're done. I then put the metronome on for, say, a minute timer, and we loop it at the same speed over and over. And they realize how weak they are at looping the same pattern for more than 10 or 15 seconds. To loop the same pattern for a complete minute at the same tempo, not gradually trying to get faster, right? Because a drummer's role is to be able to maintain a steady tempo. To me, practicing with a metronome as a drummer is essential. That's my stand on that. And I have just maybe three of my favorite metronome apps on my phone currently, but I have other favorites that I just didn't put on my phone yet. Saying that, talking about my phone, I actually did start trying to make this video for you while at school today during a quick little break. And I had my phone propped up in the windowsill so you could see all the drums in the background. And my phone fell and hit the corner of the radiator. So it's currently getting fixed up the street. Not just the screen protector, but the whole screen. Anyway, don't tell Mark. So anyway, if I can find a little clip of that, I'll try to show you my drum room there. But what was I saying again? Let me grab my mocha. But my mocha's kicking in now because I'm starting to talk faster. So paradiddles, yes. So what I would recommend this week is, if you don't have a metronome app on your phone, get one. Tempo Metronome by Frozen Ape, one of my favorites. The Metro Timer by Onyx Apps, ONYX, I think. Those are probably my 2 go-tos. Or you can just type in free online metronome into Google, okay? And then just try something like paradiddles, like down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, over and over, nice and slow. If you're in my Keepers of the Rhythm stuff, we have a whole module on paradiddles. And what you might think, you're never going to play paradiddles in born playing jigs and reels and stuff. Oh, yes, you will. You just don't know you are. And so when we come to playing like two downs in a row, or we're playing single and triplets, the application is completely connected. So we do a lot of rudiment work there, and it opens up a whole new world to people's playing and their ability and stuff. So yeah, get some metronomes or just one metronome. Even if you have the old ticky-tacky one. For years I had the Korg digital Korg MA30. I used to love that one. But yeah, the tempo metronome, I would show it to you if I had a working phone, but it's up the street right now. So anyway, I just wanted to jump on and give you a little kick up the backside, as we say. And I heard I was listening to a call on the drive home from Strathallan today. It's about 35 minutes from here. It's actually in a place called Forgandenny. And if any of you saw the video that I posted maybe a year or two ago of I was trying to do a video really quick before a mastermind call, and I think I was getting into TikTok at the time. I had a TikTok coach, right? And the challenge was to record a video a day, post it to TikTok. And I was like, oh, I didn't do my video yet, and my mastermind's in 5 minutes. And so I thought I was being clever, and I'm gonna go down the stairs, record this video. And I thought, I'm looking at the stair, going down the stairs. And so I thought, no, I won't look at the stairs this time while I'm sharing this little, I don't know, like a marketing tip or something. And I thought, so I did it again, and I didn't look at the stairs, and I thought I was already at the landing, and I was not at the landing. I fell down the stairs. But if you can find that video on my TikTok, you'll see that my go-to swear word is Forgandenny. And so that's what came out of my mouth. It's actually, I couldn't show the extended version because it had the actual F-bombs in it, and some of my students and my school people follow me there, so I chose not to. But if you saw the full length video, I did maybe say some bad words on that one. But anyway, are you trying to get a large video file? Jenny. So it's in Forgandenny. So every time I pass the sign to Forgandenny, it just makes me smile. And so anyway, that's where sometimes I don't even know where I'm going with these videos and sharing with you, but this is the real me. Like when you get me in person, when I'm teaching, I am like, I know exactly what we're doing. But when we get to actually sit and just blether, like this is who I am. So I'm very excited. When I have caffeine, I talk even faster. But oh, before I wrap up, I forgot to say, in case any of you didn't see any Facebook posts, I didn't post it on my website or anything yet, but get your butts to Cape Breton this summer if you're not already going, not already booked. But I'm teaching at the Gaelic College again between the 5th and the 9th of August. And I think this is coming on about almost 25 years since I taught at the Gaelic College for the very first time. I think I missed the year that I was pregnant with Cameron, I think, and probably the COVID year that they didn't have, 2020. And but yeah, that's how long I've been there. So I'm just chuffed to bits that I continue to get asked to do that, and people come from all over the world to see me there. So what you need to do is you need to go on to the gaeliccollege.edu and phone Margie Beaton. I think it's 902, I want to say 295-3411. I think that's the phone number. Anyway, I think Margie is in charge, or is it Dawn? No, it's Margie. Margie's in charge of the school this year. And say, Mickey said I had to get my butt to Cape Breton, okay? So I'll see you the 5th to the 9th. And if you just can't swing that because you have something else really important to do, and you can't get there, you should be if you're not already in my Platinum Level 1 or Keepers of the Rhythm Level 2, 3, and 4 course, like I know I can help you. So that's that. They're there for pretty well whatever level you're at. I know I can help you with one of those courses. So I'll post a link in the email for those. But it's kind of like me taking this 12-month mentorship program. I pretty much, most of my adult life, I have always had a mentor of some kind, a business mentor or coach or fitness coach or something. It's kind of like right now, Um, to be completely transparent, the last month I have not actually played my boron a lot because I had a pinched nerve in my shoulder, not from drumming, but in at Christmas time, I was getting really into swimming, right? Because I could feel that my joints and stuff were getting a little bit sore on the treadmill, and I was doing a lot of weightlifting. But I thought, no, maybe I'll start swimming. That's supposed to be really gentle on you. And so I'm not a great swimmer, so I started doing kind of like just like a regular, like little breaststroke. And so I was trying to up my minutes in swimming, but I didn't realize that just extending my head forward, trying to keep it above the water like that for 30 minutes is not good for the body. The body does not like that at all. And then in January, I was doing my taxes and I'm like at the computer, like looking at the spreadsheet, the tiny little numbers. And it was very, very excruciating pain. So I've been to physio. I've got all the homework to do for that. And so I only share that with you just to let you know why I've also been a little bit quiet in February because I couldn't even sit at the computer to type anything. But I'm on the mend for that. And so that's a really good thing. But just to most of the anytime I ever have an injury, it's hardly ever instrument related. But I want you to be kind to yourself. Like if you ever do find that your tonal hand and your arm is getting kind of sore and tired, feel free to just, grab a hardcover book and just do a tipper practice. You will still get a lot of good practice at basically taking a hardcover book and using that as a practice pad. And just give your tonal arm a break, especially if it's sore, right? Don't keep working it. So I wouldn't go to the gym and do leg day. If I do leg day, I can't, I'm sore for 3 days, right? So I couldn't imagine going to the gym, doing leg day, and then going to the next day and doing leg day again. Like that will not happen, right? So be kind to yourself. Okay. So I realize I kind of rambled all over here, but I wanted to give you a true glimpse of, who I am. This is unscripted. I had no notes of what to talk to you about. But I want you to know that when it comes to learning the boron, out of all of the things that in life, I know that this is the one thing that I was put here to do. Like, I wish I was as confident in all the other things that I get to do in life as I am at teaching. And I know for a fact that the way that I put material together in a really concise manner for people to in edible chunks for people to digest and absorb. I know it works because even just in the last week, I have new students in my platinum course leaving comments below the video saying, oh my gosh, I can't get the fast speed yet, but I'm really working on this and I'm getting the dynamics and the reverse sticking really helps. And my students tell me. So I'll just say it again. If you're not one of my drum students already, I'd love to be your teacher. Anyway, hope to see you either in Cape Breton in August or in my platinum courses or both. A lot of my online courses, a lot of students actually, those are the people that end up going to the Gaelic College and becoming lifelong friends. And I am not exaggerating when I say that going there, it's not just about learning the drum. It's a life altering experience. And you just have to ask anyone who has been there before. People come for the drumming, but they leave wanting to come back for so much more. They want to come back for the community, the people. They bring their spouses. Their spouses then get hooked on like weaving, and it's just this beautiful thing to see, and sharing this mutual love of culture. And to do it in my home of Cape Breton is amazing. And I was telling my platinum students the other day in Facebook how my mom's house that we might be renting her out in the summer. So chances are, because I only live 10 minutes from the Gaelic College, um, in the summertime, I probably will be staying on campus. I normally travel back and forth during the day. So I'll probably be staying in-house on campus. So you'll have access to me. And that doesn't mean that you have to ask me 10 million questions between like the end of day and the next morning, right? I get to have a life too, right? But I'm really excited about just getting to know people, more intimately and and just socializing and I light up watching other people just really like take it in. Like it is not lost on me how magical this experience is because it's magical for me to go there and teach it. And then I see it through other people's eyes and it's really cool to watch, right? It's kind of like watching your children like experience things for the first time, right? But it's a very positive, enthusiastic atmosphere. And I feel like so grateful. I feel like I'm almost going to cry just thinking about it because when you get there and I can just feel the hugs. I can feel the hugs of all the people that I see there every year. And yeah, I can't say it enough. This is not, I don't I don't make any more money from the more people that end up going to take my classes or anything, but I realized this year I've decided that 2024 in particular for us is going to be all about experiences rather than like things and stuff, right? And so in January, Mark and I took a trip up to Glencoe for our wedding anniversary. And it's just Glencoe is only like an hour and a half, 2 hours from us. And it's the most freaking beautiful place on the planet, right? But it's like we don't always make the effort and the time to just go and have experiences. So, yeah, I'd love to kind of like tag you in that and say, right, you're it. You get to have magical experiences too. Anyway, my phone should be just about fixed right now, so I'm going to run up the street and maybe get it. I will tell Mark that I broke it, but he's always telling me to be careful, so I'm tempted to not tell him. Right? Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the after school chat. This is me. I can ramble little bit, but hey, that's who you've got, right? Anyway, I'll see you next time. Maybe I'll make this a regular thing. Let me know. Let me know if you'd like to have a regular Friday after school chat session. Okay. Bye for now.